from our Melbourne studios.
How are you this evening, QR5?
It's next to Naomi.
There are a number of capture the flag competitions happening around the world. Peter has been very busy. Your fears were clearly unfounded about AI replacing your job. I believe you have some breaking news for us.
Excited to be talking to Ryan Coe. Ryan Coe is a professor of cybersecurity at University of Queensland, but he's also known as the coach of Team Oceania. Now, who are Team Oceania? Well, in the International Cyber Championships held in San Diego over the last couple of days, Ryan's team made the trip across the pond, and I think Ryan might have some news for us.
Thanks, Peter. Yeah, so our team just won the second place in the International Cybersecurity Challenge at San Diego. It's an awesome outcome, yeah, and we are actually quite surprised by it.
Yeah, so I believe last year you came fourth, 300 points behind the US
Yes.
in 2022. So you've come from fourth to second, and I believe it was a pretty close thing behind the European team.
Yeah, so this year the team actually improved on their performance, even though we didn't win individual categories like day one, capture the flag. We got second, and also day two, the attack and defense, we were third. But the overall score, we were actually second in the end. So it was very good. And yeah, losing out last year by just a few hundred points in the scheme of things, in thousands of points, really left a kind of a drive for us to try again this year. And yeah, I'm proud of the team. They actually punched above their weight, and yeah, managed to make a great result after Team Europe.
Yeah, well, that's a fantastic effort. So, just for people who are not familiar with the competition, I have covered a little bit of this, but it's 7 regions from around the globe, and each region has to qualify through a couple of rounds of qualifications, all the members of the team, and a team of 15 plus 2 reservists went to San Diego for this competition this year.
With 7 regional teams coming together from 87 nations in San Diego, there were bound to be some special moments.
That there was a bit of a lump in the throat moment when the African team, they looked very deflated at the opening ceremony, because I'll let you explain, but what happened next is quite special.
Yeah, so because of visa and sponsorship issues, it's been a tough financial year for everyone. So Team Africa was only able to send 3 athletes over to the competition. So before the competition started, the jury and the organizers and all the coaches actually unanimously voted for them to have additional members who are not playing inside the original competition. So different teams with a few more members above the 17 mark, but they have also done some training in the past. They're able to chip in and join together and to with the African team to form Africa and the world team. So eventually, I think we had 14 players in the Africa team, and yeah, they were able to do quite well actually. And it was a beautiful moment of unity as well. And yeah, so it was an awesome outcome.
This week, the Cybersecurity Minister in the Australian Federal Government, Claire O'Neill, noted the incredible spirit of collaboration that she has observed across the cybersecurity industry. Peter asks Ryan, how capture the flag competitions build this teamwork and collaboration?
one of the things that I found the beauty of Capture the Flag and the cybersecurity competitions, which also include like King of the Hill or attack and defense categories as well, because of the fact that they are kind of like a neutral ground of competition, which brings out the best of people. It can be, usually it's for youth, but it can also be open categories. It brings together people who are truly passionate about it, and it breaks down barriers. So I've run this for about 10 years now, and I've seen I started in New Zealand, started the New Zealand Cybersecurity Challenge, and then in 2014, and then I saw how industry, universities, and governments work together. And the most powerful thing is the fact that some people who went through that New Zealand Cybersecurity Challenge, eventually, one of them is my coach, Joshua Scarsbrook. Reese is another coach. He used to join when he was in undergrad days, and he was one of the champions. We've got the Hogan twins who used to join when they were in year 12 in the high school, and now they are the co-captains.
So the twins.
Oceania.
I was going to ask you about that because I noticed.
Yeah, that's right. And Jamie McClyman. So she's also part of the team in playing in that. The message that I'm trying to say is that if we run this for a long time, then we will see the fruits of the collaboration. And we also see the collaboration walls that are put around us, or self-inflicted walls around the industry, are torn down, because that's when, they went through this competition before, they actually bond together. And over time, I can see, if we do this for decades to come, then we will have generations of highly collaborative professionals.
Yeah.
It hasn't been all international action today. The Australian Pekin Plus Capture the Flag competition for Australian high schools had day 1, the training day, this morning. Competition day is tomorrow. Peter asks Ryan about the importance.
Just literally walked in the door from the Pecan Plus training day that we are having for the high schools. This is your next round of potential cohorts for competition over the next couple of years. Now, Dr. Michelle Ellis at Edith Cowan University, I'm sure you know, had developed that from the Perth-Canberra Girls Coding Network, and for the first time, it's gone Australia-wide at the high school level. So at Box Hill Institute today, we had 50 teenagers raring to go. Some who had a little go at logging on to my Raspberry Pi display with their little hacking devices. And so, 50, just under 50 kids, 9 girls. So it was a great turnout at Box Hill today. Big shout out to Michael Jack and Mundell Thomas there. And the other one is this is the hard one to remember, the INCS COE C2C CTF, which is the
that's a long name.
The INCS, which is the network of universities that are Center of Excellences, and there's 30 universities going head to head in Nagoya in Japan over the last 3 days as well. And I'm just waiting for an update from Paul Haskendale at
C2C in Japan
from ECU,
right.
who's at that event with the team from ECU. So there is a lot happening, and thanks, Ryan, for taking some of your sleep time. You're probably exhausted, and I really appreciate you jumping on a call at the end of such a busy couple of days. Any closing comments from you?
Well, I wish you all the best for Pekin, because I was invited, but unfortunately I had to come to San Diego, and it's nice to see Kevin Grove from Brisbane joining again. Last year we were involved in training their team with the teachers. It was a great experience. So hopefully they'll be able to do well as well this year. And also, I think this kind of activities should be done more. And industry, for the people in industry right now, I would say do consider this as the best way to hire some talent and to develop talent. Yeah, if you are thinking that you're being challenged in finding the right talent, don't look further. Just look at these competitions. You'll find them there. Okay.
Yeah, and I think the Canadian team are kind of best practice at that, because in their video from last year, I saw they had corporate sponsors coming in to sponsor the day, but they were actually talent scouting on the spot and signing people, which I thought was very exciting. So corporate Australia, we need more involvement here. And Ryan, thank you so much. I know you're very tired, and I really appreciate you jumping on a call. And we'll talk again soon. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Peter.